Welcome. In this video, I am recommending 3 books I just finished and loved. 2 thrillers and 1 fantasy. Most of the video I am giving an unspoiled version of how I felt about these books, but if you need more, I have provided the blurbs for each book at the very end of the video. This is Luna, and this is how she chills for a whole 8 hours until my kid gets home from school. Y'all, I had such a great week. Not only did I read amazing books, but I also went outside. I met up with a friend and we had a couple of drinks. We talked about life and we talked about books. And now it's time for me to catch you up. This video is going to be a recap of the books that I finished reading this previous cycle. Children of Blood and Bone, The Trap, and You Deserve to Know. And then I'm going to introduce the books that I have started reading. Hold on, because I'm hungry. It's like 9 o'clock, by the way. We went out at 5, had a drink, and we're back home by 9. But I have to eat and I have to film. I hate when I do this to my books. What is that? It's ruined. I want to tell you about The Trap. The Trap is a mystery. I would say this is also a thriller. Mystery, thriller, suspense. And it's told from 4 point of views. And when I started, I thought I knew who these point of views were. I was like, oh yeah, this is the victim's sister, the psycho, the serial killer himself, and the detective and her team. But bro, I don't want to tell you the story. But all I'm going to tell you is when you're reading it, you're not going to know. Just read it. Just read it. And then let the story take you away with it. And then, I just want you to know I do recommend it. I enjoyed it. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to enjoy it, but I would love for you to just read it, try it for yourself, and then if you remember, come back and tell me how you felt about it. But there are parts of the story that threw me for a loop. It was just an interesting twist, multiple twists. At no part did I really get bored. It's not really character driven. You're not going to be able to delve deep into character and why they do what they do. Some people are looking to connect with these characters. You might not, because this story is really plot driven. We didn't really get to know the characters on a deeper level. Like, who cares? Like, the plot was good. Okay, so that was The Trap. I do recommend it. I also recommend You Deserve to Know. This one was literally my favorite read out of all of them. You Deserve to Know, I got it because the cover, I didn't know what this was about. And you have 3 houses, 3 beautiful homes in this cute little cul-de-sac neighborhood. The cover is like purple and blue, and you got the forests. That just speaks to me. From chapter 1, the opening scene, to chapter 50, the end, I was hooked to this suburban scandal, secrets, drama. This was a good book. It reminded me of housewives and house husbands, only they own their own business. They're not housewives. They all have money, they own their own business. I don't understand how they have time for all this extra shit, but they're doing it. They're creating drama to entertain us in their busy lives. And I loved it. I will say, I don't think you are going to figure it out. This is one of those books that up until the last page, I did not see it coming. Well, I kind of did, but I didn't. Not the way that it came. So yeah, I think that's one of the things that I liked about this book. That even though it was secrets on top of secrets on top of secrets, they were very interesting secrets. And the way that the author uncovered them throughout the story was perfectly paced. Not one time did I feel like I had to skim or rush. I was thoroughly interested in this story. And I think you will be too. I don't think you'll be disappointed. As a matter of fact, I didn't even look at the reviews. I'm curious to see if this was rated low. And if it was, I wouldn't be surprised, because at the end of the day, we all see through a different lens. All of our experiences are experienced through our own lens, and we don't see things the same. So honestly, I don't even care what the other reviews say. I loved it. Go get it. So yeah, this was my favorite read. I whipped through it. So now I want to talk to you about the 3 books that I've started. And of course, we don't know how those are going to end. We have book 2 of Children of Blood and Bone, and book 2 is called Children of Virtue and Vengeance. I started this last night. I just have a feeling I'm going to like the whole series. So this is one of the ones, this is a fantasy to kind of fulfill that fantasy itch that I have, because I noticed every now and then I like to read a good fantasy because I love magic. Magic is real. I've seen it in my own life. Like, there's nothing you can say to me to say that magic is not real. Ooh, I started a different genre. So I like all genres. Historical fiction. I'm still trying to figure out romance. This is a literary fiction novel, and it's called Cursed Bread. Yeah, I'm going to have to tell you about this after I read it. You are more than welcome to go look at the back, but I have not looked at the back, and I don't want to. I just heard it was a good literary fiction. I'm trying to read more literary fiction, and so this is one of the ones that I chose for this week. So we'll see how this goes. I also started a book on my Kindle. I don't know if these books are going to last through the whole cycle, because, I'm quick to DNF a book. I'm just telling you what I'm starting with. This one is a thriller, because I love my thrillers, and it's called We Are All the Same in the Dark. I am only 8% in, so I am on page 25, but I already like it, and I think I'm going to keep going. So here's how I am with my new books. When I finish a group of books, I pick what books I'm going to read next, and then I take some time to read a few chapters of that book. And in that, I don't know what you want to call it, is that the vetting process? I'm vetting the books. I decide early on if I'm going to DNF it or keep going. And that's where I am with the thrillers. I've already picked, I already know what fantasy I want to read, and I already know what literary fiction I'm going to read. I had a romance picked out, but I don't think we're going to make it. It's called The Stationery Shop. I don't think I'm in the mood for a pure romance yet. Not to say I don't love love. I love love. I am love. I'm literally love. I just don't feel like reading it right now. So Stationery Shop is going to be put to the side for now. We're going to go with this, my fantasy book, and then my literary fiction. And then I have so many thrillers to pick from that I want to read this week, but I'm not even going to bore you with that. I just want you to know I've already started this We Are the Same in the Dark, and I like it so far. I will keep you updated. Per usual, I will let you know on the next video what thrillers I ended up choosing. And then also on Instagram, I post real-time updates on Instagram what I'm reading. I just wanted to recap the books that I finished and tell you what books I've started. And then, yeah, I will see you very soon. Okay, everybody, I'm gone. So I'm tired. It's late. I still need to eat this last bite of food. And I'm just ready to get in the bed. 9 o'clock is late to be getting home. But I had to film in my green. This is the Amazon outfit. They look like pajamas, but they're super comfortable and cute and chic. I had on my little brown sandals, and I just felt cute today, because this green is the color of abundance, and I always feel like there is an abundant amount of blessings, an abundant amount of ideas, an abundant amount of resources and opportunities. There's an abundant amount of love and anything that you need in this life energy time. Everything is an abundance. But you have to see the abundance to receive the abundance. And so this green just reminds me of what I'm blessed with. So, all right, on that note, good night. Good night. Good morning. Just got back from the mailbox because, well, I tell you, I don't check the mail every day, but when I see that one of my parcels has been dropped off in the box, I will walk my happy ass to the mailbox immediately, especially when it's a book. Let's see if we can, how do I want to do this? safely. This is perfect timing too, boy, I tell you. So, okay, hold on now, hold on. My daughter says I open boxes like a maniac. Okay, so this is book 3 of a trilogy. I just finished book 1 yesterday, and I was going to do a wrap up for this anyway today. I wasn't going to be dressed like this, but I was like, well, if book 3 came in, I might as well do the wrap up straight from the mailbox. This is a fantasy trilogy, and it's called Children of Blood and Bone. You've got a king, prince, princess, queen. You have people of magic. You have the king's kingdom who wants to overrule, or not just overrule, he wants to wipe out the people of magic. So this is about the people of magic restoring their power in the magic that they are built from, which really everybody's magic. This is a very good fantasy. I'm very glad I read it. I love the fine detail of this book, and it did not take me long. I went ahead and I hopped right into book 2 late last night. And book 2 is Children of Virtue and Vengeance. First of all, look at the fine details of this book. You got book 1, which is red, book 2, which is blue, and I was wondering what book 3 would be, but book 3 doesn't have anything. I wonder why. But anyway, I am on page 38. This is chapter 8, and yeah, I mean, I still like it. I like the characters. There's actually a movie coming out, so I'm reading it in a good time. If you are interested in a fantasy book where there are kingdoms and magic, animals, war, grief, pain, there's victory, there's self-empowerment, friendship and camaraderie, there's love in here, there's fake love, there are bonds, there are just really beautiful bonds in this story. So yeah, Children of Blood and Bone, really good fantasy. It's a book of 3, and I'm looking forward to getting into the second book. I will see you later. This is the spoiled version of You Deserve to Know. Who deserves to know what? There are 3 couples, neighbors, friends. They have a tight-knit relationship. They look out for each other. They pick up groceries for each other as if groceries for one family isn't enough. They get together every Friday. They go on vacations together. But then someone is murdered, and you got to figure out how. Have fun with this one. The Trap, the spoiled version. This is an unsettling mystery inspired by true, still unsolved disappearances in Ireland in the 1990s. Lucy's sister Nikki went missing a year ago, and Lucy has been putting her life on the line to find her. You are about to take a ride with the serial killer. This is the spoiled version for Children of Blood and Bone. Zell remembers when the soil of Arisha hummed with magic, but everything changed once magic disappeared. Under the orders of a ruthless king, the Magi, the magic people, were targeted and killed, leaving Zell without a mother and her people without hope. Now Zell has one chance to bring back magic, striking against the crown prince, who is hell-bent on eradicating magic for good. In a land where snow leopards prowl and vengeful spirits wait in the waters, the greatest threat may be Zell herself as she struggles to control her powers and her growing feelings for an enemy. Okay, guys, that was fun. Thanks for hanging out. I really enjoyed this, and I will see you next time. Cheers. Bye, Tila.